I like that, man. No, it was good to watch. Thank you for letting me watch, because I enjoy the sparring. But there's your stick.
You not going to the? Yeah, I'm gonna meet you.
I won't be. You know, I'm not part of that club. I gotta go home and edit 17 videos. Anyway, we're kind of like going to continue where we left off yesterday.
Yeah.
First of all, happy birthday to you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, another year around the clock. We touched on yesterday about having the right people around you. It was kind of like you was getting into that hard to reach category. And you was kind of like talking about having the right people around you to make sure that you're still kind of grounded. So that's kind of like where we left off. So if you can remember.
Yeah, so I think that comes from, a lot of things that's happened in history with boxers, getting to a certain level, listening to the fans, for example, or the commentary, telling them that this guy is the most destructive fighter ever I've seen in a while. And, you let these kind of words and these sayings get to your head. And then you stop putting in that type of effort. You stop like training like a challenger. And then everybody around you is like, yeah, that was good. But really, they're not focusing on the flaws and how they can be exploited. Them little flaws can be exploited, and that's where the problems can occur. And certain fighters, certain intelligent camps, they will just focus on that flaw again and again and again and again and again, and then exploit it in the fight. So you have to be really, really careful to have yes men around you. You need to have people that are honest and can give you constructive criticism, and they don't care about where they will stand after they say the truth. And the problem is, I think once people are on payrolls and they know that, look, if I say something wrong, this can jeopardize my whole job, my plans for the future, my financial plans, and I'm not ready for that. And that's why people become, yes men and stuff like that. So, it is what it is.
But then how do you stay grounded? How do you like have the mindset to say, because you're going to get people like that. You are, because you're on that trajectory. You will find, I know they say no new friends or whatever, but like you said, you could be in a position where people are like, yeah, this guy, he's never lost a fight, he's knocking people out. And like you said, they're not concentrating on the flaws. How do you then like drown out sort of like that white noise to say, no, I've still got to stay grounded? What is in you that makes you be able to do that? Because it's hard, because when you get gassed up, you get gassed up. Everyone likes getting gassed up.
It is hard. But to be honest, I'm my biggest critic. When I jump in the ring, when I move around, I just feel this is not good enough. I always think that. I don't know why. I just always think this is not good enough. It's not good enough where I want to go. It's not good enough. I can do more. I can do better. Then I just want to go home and study. And I'm really skeptical about when people give me, positive feedback. Listen, I don't want you to blow smoke up my ass. Give me more confidence. I don't care about that. Just tell me the truth. So I'll ask twice, and you can ask Angel. I'll always ask, was that good? No, honestly, just tell me, was it good? What do I need to work on? Then if he says that was good, then what was bad? That's what I want to know. I want to know what was bad, so I can go back and work on that, get better. How can I get better? How can I improve? So that's what constantly, runs through my mind. Obviously, I like the idea of perfection. I know it don't exist, but I'm constantly trying to strive for perfection. And I want to watch a fight back and say, that was a perfect fight. It was perfect. I did everything right. In fact, I did it even better than what I predicted what perfect was in my mind. And that's what I strive for. So it could be movement, it could be rhythm, it could be footwork, balance. So there's so much to think about and so much to do.
We can talk about that because, like I said, I was privileged enough to watch you spar. I've never watched you spar before. Obviously, I won't go into tactics and stuff, but I have heard so many times, say when a fighter doesn't perform, and this is not directed at you, but I've heard so many times when fighters haven't really performed in the ring on the fight night, and then somebody said, nah, but you haven't seen what they do in the gym. They're really good in the gym. And you're like, yeah, but we didn't see that in the ring.
Yeah.
But what I will say, and this is, like I said, I'm honest, is that I've seen you perform in the ring and you are good in the ring, but I'm still seeing improvements. Like today, I watched you spar, your feet, and even your head movement. Head movement is not something that you really do, but we saw a lot of that kind of like making sure that head's kept offline. And you know when they say that the head moves, but the body doesn't move with it? Yours was.
Yeah. I guess, you know, like sometimes I like to try different things in there. You know, this is practice for me. And I want to take myself out of my comfort zone, do things and kind of test myself, see if this works. This may work. I might not do in a fight, but let me just see if it works here. You know, this is the place where we can learn, where we can try new things, work on everything. You know, this is not, you know, a real fight. And but at the same time, we need to practice our execution, you know, how we want to fight on a night. But I feel like it's just about, you know, having fun in there, enjoying it. I see boxing as artistry. You know, it's like painting a picture. And how can I captivate the crowd with my performance? And that's what I think about all the time. What would make people, you know, give the oohs and ahs? And, you know, it's just goes back to striving for perfection, you know, punching with venom, you know, and moving swift, moving like a butterfly, as Muhammad Ali would say, you know, making it look easy, you know, making it look so easy and fun that anybody could just jump in the ring and do it. But really it takes, you know, many years of practice to get to a certain stage where you can perform like that and move like that. But yeah, it's fun. You know, I'm happy I'm able to do it. You know, I think getting into shape is the hardest thing, mentally and physically. But you know, now I'm here, so it's all fun and games, man.
You're someone that looks like you don't really tire as well. But another thing is you're able to listen to instruction quite clearly. Angel wasn't right at the ringside and he wasn't shouting, but he has a tone that I guess was resonating towards you in the ring, not trying to put words in your mouth. But the only reason why I will say that is because the shots that he was calling and the instruction that he was giving you, you were able to do. Where I'm going with this is your relationship that you've got with Angel Fernandez and the benefits that he, kind of like the attributes that he adds to you as a fighter.
Yeah, Angel, I trust Angel. Angel is for me. Everything he says is for my benefit and it's for me to win, for us to win. So why wouldn't I take heed to every single word that he says? He won't lie. You know, he's being honest. You know, if he doesn't think I could win a fight, he will tell me. If he believes I could win, but I would need to do X, and X, then I'm going to listen to him and I'm going to try, you know, my best to do, you know, what needs to be done for me to win a fight. And it's just, we've had a bunch of fights now. I understand how he works. I understand his idea of a beautiful fighter, you know, and to be honest, we're not there. You know, because he's like a proper perfectionist as well. He's like extra perfectionist, and it's good because we strive to reach that. And even though we might go in a ring and put on an amazing performance, knock someone out in 1 round and 2 rounds, you're like, no. There's more that can be done. Like you could have done this in that round. You could have done this, and then you go back. And sometimes it's annoying, even though you might like, well, with me, because I'm a harsh critic. Like I'll get annoyed and think, you know what, I need to step up my game, you know, I need to do better next time. So that's the mentality that we have. I think that's why we strive. And you can see us performing and getting better every single time. And you'll see that with Frazier as well. With Frazier in the ring, he's dangerous. He's dangerous. You match him up, and on paper, you're like, this could be a tricky one. But then he blasts his opponent out. And you think, so what level is he at? And that's where he's at now. That's what he's going through. But it's great. He's getting the you know, the experience that he's definitely more mature than somebody with his experience so far in the pro ranks. Okay.
Another thing that I was going to ask about Angel, what is it that kind of like makes your like fighter coach relationship work? What is it about him that you look at it and you think, you know what? I can see myself working with this guy for a long time. I ask these questions because one of the things, and I'm not a fighter, so I don't understand, but I don't really like to see trainer hopping.
Yeah.
Because I'm one of the, I don't know, maybe I'm loyal to a fault. I don't know. But what is it about Angel where you say, you know what, he's definitely training for me and I can see our relationship carrying on into the, years to come, whatever.
Yeah. To be fair, Angel is a unique coach. He doesn't mind his fighters going to learn from other coaches and, for example, going to America, whereas there's other coaches that would be, very insecure about their fighters going elsewhere and they wouldn't approve of that, but Angel is different. Angel believes that if somebody can add on, then this is great for us all. It's a different mindset and it's like no ego. In this sport, there's a lot of ego with us fighters and with the coaches. But with Angel, he's very different. And plus, my personality, I'm very loyal. I'm naturally just loyal. I have, a few friends, close friends and family. And I've had them since I was a kid. You just stick together. That's what I believe in. That's what I value the most. If you're not loyal, then I can't see eye to eye with you. That's what I value, because I feel like with like love and all these other emotions, they're temporary. You can love me for a moment, then you can hate me for the next. So I don't care about love. I value respect and loyalty. Loyalty doesn't matter how you feel. It's just a characteristic attribute, isn't it? So that's just the way I am. So and things are going really well. Why would I want to change? Doesn't make no sense.
If it ain't broke,
if it's improving, if it's improving. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
We talk about your 0 record. I admire what you said there, because I think quite similarly. You're right. They can love you one day and hate you the next, but the things that don't tend to change unless you do something to disrupt it is respect.
Respect and loyalty.
And loyalty. Yeah. Spot on. You've got an undefeated record. You are working towards a world title shot. You're on a trajectory now.
Mm-hmm.
We've spoke about certain fighters. How important is it? And I said you've kind of like touched on you want this perfection, but in boxing anything can happen.
Mm-hmm.
Dangerous punches, strong people, timing, whatever it is. How important is it for you to keep that winning record? And how do you feel about always having that
I just, I don't know. I think it's my history, how I came into the game, where I came from. We didn't get like a silver spoon. Do you know what I'm saying? Everything that we got now, we worked very, very hard for it, and if people understood the story and knew the route, they'll be fascinated. That's the truth. And I still understand, even though we're in this position, nothing is promised, nothing is certain that it will last for long periods of time. So, my mindset is like, I have to win. Like it's nothing to do with like ego or vanity. Like just be like, yeah, like I'm undefeated. Like, to be honest, boxing is boxing. Like, you know what I mean? It is what it is. Like I respect every fighter. The respect don't come from it probably comes from losing and coming back, really. That's why I respect a bit more. But you jumping in the ring is enough for me to respect you. But in my mind, I just feel like, we just have to just carry on doing our thing, man, really, man. You know what I mean? Just stay on point and just keep on striving to get better, striving to do better. And I just can't. I have to win. I have to win. There's so much to fight for. There's so much people that probably rely on me. You know what I mean? That rely on me, and I'm a unique individual. With my background, a lot of people watch me and they see me as hope. Do you understand me? If I take away from myself by not working hard, not training, not showing up when I need to show up, then I'm taken away from the world. Like, that's why I kind of see it. there's a lot of people that are walking down certain roads, and I can help by just winning. You know what I'm saying? I could just help by me showing up and doing the best that I can do, and it's very inspirational. So I feel like there's too much to fight for. There's so much that I want to experience. I want to experience how it feels to be at the pinnacle of boxing, and to experience everything that comes with it, being at the top. I can't die until I do that. You know what I'm saying? I can't die until I experience that. Like I just won't let up. Maybe when I do experience that, maybe you might see a change in me, who knows? But I have to experience that. I'll do everything in my power to experience it, and I will. That's just my will and my mindset towards it, kind of thing. And that comes with winning.
I get that, and I think kind of like a bit of like, you passed, because one thing with you, there's no fear in you. Like I watch it, I watch the weigh-ins, I watch the press conference. You can see maybe sometimes there's a little bit of nerves or whatever, whether it's the camera or the lights or whatever. But with you, there's just almost like nothing. I don't know. Is it like I don't know. Is that some kind of fearlessness because you've faced death before? I don't know. What is it?
It's just a fight. In my mind, it's just a fight. Obviously, it's dangerous and stuff. But once you prepare diligently, you can be safe. You can have a fight and still walk away, go see your family. You know what I'm saying? Like and the way I see it is, there's people that don't box, but they've been through worse. They've been in serious debt. They don't even know how they're gonna survive, how they're gonna buy food tomorrow. They're still trying to support offspring at the same time. You know what? That's a fight. That's a real fight. That's when you break down mentally. You say, do you want to be here anymore? I respect that. That's what I kind of see, and I always compare different scenarios. I'm like, what? Boxing? This is like walking in a park. Like seriously, this is nothing. You just jump on the stage, weigh in, have a fight, just go and do your thing after. Like it's fun. It's like, and plus it's like, I actually dreamed of doing this. I dreamed and envisioned this a long time ago. Like, this is my dream. I want to be on the stage, boxing in front of millions of people, and I wanted people to fly to come and watch me around the world. When I was, in 2010 and 11, I used to think about this. That was my dream. I never used to think about money. It's mad. I just used to think about that. Like, having people come and watch me box, and now I'm experiencing that. It's amazing.
I like that though, because the thing that you've touched on there, and like I said, to me, if you do things just for money, I don't think that's ever something good to get into. I understand that we need to be paid. Everyone needs to be paid, but there's got to be something more deep rooted inside for you to want to do, rather than just cashing a check.
Absolutely. I think certain people, they like to chase the money, but you have to be really, really careful. At the same time, we are prize fighters, so of course we're going to go for the bag, but there's a thin line. There needs to be passion behind it, because if you start selling yourself too much, you're going to end up getting hurt in the sport. It's just that simple. You need to have ambition. You need to have a goal, a why, and that's what will propel you to another level. That's going from good to great, greatness. And obviously I have a lot of whys. That's why you see me winning. That's why I'm always, on the stage and you see me doing good, because there's too many whys. There's too much to fight for. Too much to fight for, and it'll take a lot for someone to beat me. A lot.
Speaking about fights, we've got GLOWAKI next. I often said, what's happening with Makabu? Where's Makabu? A name that I said only because he's got a belt. Yeah, that's why I always put him in there, because I put you up as world level. So please don't take that as, she's nagging. But you've got GLOWAKI. GLOWAKI, I can't remember when he last fought, but obviously he fought Lawrence Coley. Talk to me about the fight with you, Per. I know there's, the win. Yeah. But talk to me about what you think he brings. What does he bring? That's a challenge to you.
I feel with him, he's a natural warrior. I think he's Polish. He's been world champion as well He's had that status not just once but twice. He's a dangerous opponent. He's a dangerous opponent. He knows he's very experienced, so he knows what he's doing in there. He knows his way around the ring, and it's just dependent on how ambitious he is, really, on the day, or maybe in the lead up to the fight in the camp and stuff like that. If he hasn't trained, he's gonna get knocked out very early. But if he's trained, maybe he can make it a very interesting fight. So it's all dependent on him, and I guess to have that ambition, it's hard. It's really hard. Even me, Fraser has said it, a few times. Sometimes we go through things in our lives where we just don't want to come to the gym. We just want to chill. We just feel like we can't be bothered doing. It's very repetitive, and then we think about the money, then we think about other things, and then we just lose sight of the whole thing. So it's hard to keep your mind in this thing. So we're gonna have to wait and see, and I think that's what makes the fight even more interesting. Who knows? Who knows? But I know one thing: I've got everything, all my boxes checked, and that's why people bet on me.
Career progression, Sky Sports boxer. You've been with them. This is we're going into year 2 now. What is their path for you? If obviously certain things you can't talk about, I don't want the plans, but what is their kind of roadmap? GLOWAKI would be positive. I'm not asking you to look through anyone because you can't. But what is their roadmap for Richard Riakporhe?
They wanna line me up for Makabu. They've spoken to the president of the WBC, and he's very interested in making that fight. So we just have to wait and see. Nothing is set in stone yet. Nothing is on paper. It's just talk, and talk can be cheap. So let's just wait. Let's just wait and see how it pans out. But regardless, there's gonna be amazing opportunities. We will get the world title fight, and we're gonna see some good fights. There's gonna be some great entertaining fights that people will remember for decades to come, for sure.
And that's what we want to see. Listen, I'm going to leave it there because I know you need to have your food and stuff. I will see you fight week.
Yes, I'll see you soon.
Thank you for having me in the gym, not once but twice this week. And speaking to me on your beloved birthday, October Red Boxing with future world champion Richard Riakporhe. Hi, and thank you for watching October Red Boxing. Like, subscribe, and tap the bell for notifications. You can also find us on Instagram at October Red Boxing and on Twitter, October Red UK. And remember, at October Red, we stay ready.